Cool. So I also just picked, well, not picked, I ran through twitterpicker.com for the first winner of the Ledger Treasure. They can pick whichever. I'm going to post a screenshot underneath the ACYC Reflectors page. Let me see if they're in here. I'm going to invite them to be a speaker just so that everybody can see the page itself. And I'm going to post a screenshot of who the random picker picked. Yeah, so the account that we're talking about is a speaker now. So if anybody's not following this account, we're running a giveaway on it. 10 people will win a ledger or a treasure for just liking the post, retweeting the post, replying with 3 friends, and following the main account as well as the secondary account. The winner is Jim David, and Jim David will also get $100 worth of ACYC sent to his new ledger or treasure whenever he receives it, because he has hashtag ACYC and his username. So congrats, Jim. I'm going to post that screenshot underneath the giveaway. That is the first of 10 winners. Every day we're going to be picking a winner. So congrats, Jim. Cool. So since this is being recorded, I don't feel any need to wait any longer. Anybody else can just, run back through the recording and see what they missed. Cool. So, Bogger, can you hear any echo?
I hear like a tiny echo.
All right, one moment. I'm trying something new, so one of my speakers is echoing back, but I'm just gonna toss it underneath the rug.
Sweet.
Cool.
Nate, while you're tossing, I'm just going to say, on behalf of the community, man, we really appreciate you sponsoring the giveaways, and I understand there's more to come on our channel. So thank you very much, man. Community, much love.
Yeah, no problem, man. And then for anybody wondering, I've gotten a couple DMs asking if I am the community Twitter manager. It's pretty now obvious that it's somebody from the community who I'm just sponsoring to do these giveaways. So super glad
100%. I am not Nate.
Yeah, this is not Nate. Completely. Just a very enthusiastic community member who is going to help push us to new highs. So cool. Boggart, do we just want to kick off the space now? Like I said, people are going to record it, so.
Yeah, we could kick it off now. Like Nate said, we are recording these. As we announced the last time, our YouTube channel is live. There's nothing there yet, but these spaces will be populated there in the next day or two. So yeah, if you're not here for it now, you'll be listening later.
Cool. So I will let you kick this off.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, today was a really exciting one. The first one that I want to touch on was our day 2 of ACYC Christmas. And that included giving a community, we voted on this in the Discord, we gave a community of rugged reflectors, we'll call them, an airdrop of ACYC. And so basically we had ran a poll in the Discord, and the community decided that we should airdrop ACYC tokens to a community that has suffered from a pretty bad rug. I was actually an investor in this token called multi-stake capital at one point. I had over 100 ETH in it, and the dev has totally rugged. I went into their Telegram and found that the dev had pulled out 340 ETH from their treasury through Tornado Cash yesterday. They deleted the Twitter. Basically, just everyone in there was in shambles. So we decided we would extend the olive branch and try to do something nice for their community to celebrate, 7 days of ACYC. And so we airdropped them. It did cost quite a bit of gas. We did airdrop them, though, $100,000 worth of AC tokens to the top, I think, 1,100 or so holders. And that, that was pro rata to their supply of MSC. So we were able to bring on a bunch of new community members, from a pretty destitute situation. And that felt great. I know a lot of them were really grateful. I wish we could have done more for them. Their situation was pretty bad, but I'm very bullish on the fact that we were able to onboard a lot of reflecting community members that are bullish on DeFi 3.0, that are bullish on what we're doing, and can now take ACYC and add that to their list of solid investments. So yeah, I mean that's where I'll start it off. I'll let you take over a little bit, Nate.
Cool. Yeah. So it's 7 days of ACYC, 7 days of giving back, whether it's our communities or other communities in the space. So glad that our community voted to help rugged victims. I know $100 per person really isn't going to change their lives, but it's something to look forward to. Because I can't remember. I know I bought a ton of different projects around that time. I might have bought into that too. Knowing that it could have done what it did, but it always sucks. And I've checked out their Telegram too, and a lot of people there are in shambles, like you said, and are in low hopes. So it's a season of giving back. So happy to give back to others. So day one of the 7 days of ACYC was the beginning of the 10 Ledger or Treasures giveaway. So if you're not familiar, on the ACYC Reflectors page, which is one of the speakers up here, we're doing a giveaway. Like, retweet, and comment 3 friends, as well as follow ACYC main page and that page. And you'll be entered in a chance to win one of 10 ledgers or treasures. If you have hashtag ACYC in your name and you win, we'll send you $100 of ACYC. If you have hashtag ACYC in your bio, we'll send you $50 of ACYC. And that was day one. Day two was originally just a centralized exchange, BKEX. We launched on them this morning. That's our first centralized exchange. But then we decided to push through the supporting of the rugged victims, as we have some other plans for the rest of the 7 days of ACYC. Bogger, are we gonna officialize one of the remaining ideas that we talked about today, or do we not want to mention that?
I think we'll leave it for tomorrow. We'll let them wait. But we have something that I think you guys are going to be really excited about, and a lot of you guys have asked for up to now. And it's going to take some finagling to get it to work, but we're gonna absolutely make it happen for you guys. And so that will be, you will get a nice announcement about that tomorrow.
Cool. So I like to hear. Sweet. So let's get right into business. Today we started farming. Both of our farmers are doxed as far as who they are. The DGen farmer, formerly known as Alpha, is on Twitter known as Word and Alpha, WERDN Alpha. And our more stable farmer is Uncle Pennybags. A lot of people here know Uncle Pennybags. Some people here know Word and Alpha. Uncle Pennybags is a renowned DeFi farmer. He's been doing it for as long as I've been in this space. And he puts in more hours DeFi farming every day than I spend awake. So super excited that he accepted our offer to be our pretty much low risk, good, decent reward farmer. If you look at his Twitter, you'll see that he makes some pretty nice gains consistently. And, we can trust him to perform for the rest of our community. So yeah, both of our farmers are doxed. We are still every day seeking out a farmer advisor. The farmer advisor will not be actively farming. The farmer advisor will be pretty much the mentor to Word and Alpha and Uncle Pennybags. And if we bring on a third farmer, they'll be the advisor to them. And the purpose of this advisor will be, you can spend a million years, thinking that you know what you're doing, but unless you have fully engulfed yourself every single day for as long as DeFi has been here, even since DeFi 1.0, There's still tips and tricks to do better. There's still criticisms to take from outside source, and our advisor will just be a source of pointing our farmers in the right direction, saying you can do more. Because if anybody is familiar with farming to any extent, there's so much finagling that you can do to make your money go a long way. You can take a loan out on your money to get paid to take that loan, and then you can use that loan to open a short on stuff. And while you're opening that short, you can take a loan on the short, and you can just make your money go so many different ways and earn for you. So what starts as 20% APY can end up being 120% APY with almost zero to no risk. So yeah, we're still looking for the master farmer advisor. And right now on the ACYC Twitter page, we have posted a providing liquidity guide to ACYC, the token. So that's there too if anybody's interested in providing ACYC liquidity. As Boggart said, our YouTube is up. Our designer just created us a sick little intro sound and video for each of the videos, and we'll be adding that to each of the previous spaces and uploading those very shortly. I believe we are looking for somebody who is willing to add subtitles to our videos and add little
The timestamps.
timestamps.
We're hoping somebody from the community will be able to add some timestamps for us. We have a lot on our plate, and re-listening to our own spaces to mark down timestamps is a little much. So we're hoping we can get that from the community, and we will gladly tip some ACYC to whoever is able to do that for us. So that would be great.
Exactly. We'd like to incentivize some community members to help us out with the little stuff that we can reward our own community for helping us out with. On top of that, can't really mention the specifics about Pan. Pan is still winning bigly, and Pan is still being pushed massive updates. Our chief technical officer sent us an update today with 5 things that he is implementing over the next few days to make Pan even a bigger monster than she already is. And yes, we have determined that Pan is referred to as her, she, or highness, as in her highness. One of those updates will be, and this is the only one of the 5 that I feel comfortable mentioning, will be a little exit button on our Discord. So if anybody's been in our Discord, our ACYC Discord, you'll see that from time and time again, I'll post little alpha screenshots of Pan entering a position or Pan, watching a new token. We have a little Discord channel that pings us every time Pan's looking at something and every time Pan decides to go in. And soon we'll also have a little button where we'll be able to exit the positions from the Discord. So it'll show us the balance, and we can literally just press exit in the Discord, and it'll sell. So that's super exciting, but that's only one of the 5 things, and the other 4 or 5 are all pertaining to performance. So like I've always said, we're not going to give away any of that sauce. Pan will be safeguarded to our hearts. Pan will never, we'll never leak any of that Krabby Patty secret formula. But everything else we'll try to be as transparent as possible. Talking about transparency, we've talked about that. We'd like to have monthly reports of what we've bought and sold and stuff of that nature begin on a regular basis starting January of the new year. So that's something to look forward to. A lot of people have been asking for transparency on that side. And, we've always said that we are going to be as transparent as possible. But as far as everything goes, we just need to make sure it's systematized to a manner where we're not getting anybody wrecked, because we've had people mention to us, can we post the, word and alpha's positions in real time? Word and alpha is the degen farmer. And the answer is no, as far as I know, because you're not going to affect, if anybody knows something about farming, you're not really going to affect our exits or enters, and you're not really going to skew the liquidity pool. But if you're degen farming, you need to be glued to your screen, and you don't sleep on a position unless you're sure of it. And so we just don't want people copy trading and falling asleep and getting lazy, and next thing they know, the liquidity pool's drained and they can't get out. It always leaves a bad taste, even if we told them not to. people are gonna, you know, think, oh, DGen farmer, follow him, and we've all slept on a position that we shouldn't have slept on. So we're we're not gonna we're gonna try to see what we can do about posting the DGen farmers positions. But as far as penny bag goes, we're gonna make that one as transparent as possible, and we are going to what I'd like to do, and I think it's about time. If anybody's been looking at all of the Uniswap or SushiSwap tokens, a lot of meme tokens and a lot of other tokens that had insane run-ups and cooled off and entered, like, I'd say we're probably about week 2 of consolidation for a lot of these tokens. If you're talking about like Satyama or Floki, all of them have been consolidating very healthily for the last. I'll just pull up the chart right now. For the last, yeah, that's a long consolidation. It's been about 2 weeks of consolidation, maybe 3 weeks, and we'll be entering some large positions. Personally, I believe this is the right move. In the next day or two, we'll be entering large positions into a lot of these meme tokens that have had their fall from grace and have consolidated beautifully and just look like insanely amazing risk to reward ratios. And personally, I will feel comfortable releasing some of those positions if anybody, you know, is curious about those, because if you look at like Floki right now, it has $15 million in the liquidity pool. Like, we're not going to pump that. So if we decide to get into Floki, we're not going to pump Floki. If we mention that Satyama has $23 million, $24 million in liquidity pool and $13 million of volume. And if you know anything about charts, open those up right now and look at them. It's pretty safe risk to reward for a good little 30 to 40%. So we'll be posting those if we enter. But other than that, we're currently staking a few tokens and not much more to mention. We will have our farmers create reports that we'll post on the Medium. So it'll kind of back what we're looking at, what they're looking at, and where they're allocating their funds, just in the order of transparency. But other than that, not much more to report on the farming side. The website updates, pretty much right now, the website is good for reflections. Everything else is a work in progress. We're still pushing the speed. We're still pushing the functions, and we're still trying to get the positions to show in real time. That should be done in the next day or two. You know, our chief technical officer. So that's all we have on that front. And as far as I know, our chief technical officer is nearing the end of, you know, what he calls like the macro PAM perfection. And so after that, we'll have him move on to some other things. And we're excited to report on that as well.
Yeah, and I'll just add that we're feeling very bullish. As Nate mentioned in the last spaces, we have our Q1 goal is to have $10 million in the treasury. Our first month goal, was to have $2 million here and 2,000 holders. We've already done that. We onboarded a ton of new community members today. We're sitting at over 3,000 members. And everything going on behind the scenes is very bullish. We absolutely expect to hit our targets. And without saying too much, that's what I'll say. Nate mentioned the last time there will be the NFT collection coming, and those proceeds will go to the treasury as well. So we're just feeling really bullish on the space where we have our farmers in place. We will be giving farming insights. Hopefully, we're going to be putting up Medium articles as much as we can about our farming positions without taking too much time away from actually farming to do that. But yeah, so $10 million treasury, that's what's coming in Q1. And then, our target next year is the $1 billion market cap. And I think we're well on track to be hitting that. And as we've established, once we have $100 million in the treasury, we're going to be reflecting so much back to you guys, ideally $250,000 a day spread across holders at least. So there's a lot to look forward to. Patience is the name of the game. We don't want to, get ahead of ourselves or anything like that. We're feeling very bullish on everything that's happening behind the scenes. I love this consolidation period as a moment in time for people to accumulate more ACYC before the next leg up on the journey. So yeah, really excited for what we have coming too as far as the rest of the days of ACYC Christmas. I think we have some great stuff that you guys are going to be really surprised and excited by. So that's really all I have to say right now. I think, Nate, if you'd want, I'd be down to take a couple questions.
Yeah, definitely down for that. I wanted to just a couple last things. Glad you mentioned the NFT collection. If anybody has any NFT collection traits that they'd like to suggest, we're more than happy to take those into consideration. Some of the more obvious ones that we've considered so far are reflector shades, ACYC gold chains. Some people had mentioned the Floki Viking horns. That'd be kind of cool because I believe the Floki Vikings also reflect. So any other token that reflects and has a cool trait that we can use, that'd be cool too. And then there was one more thing, but for now we'll just move on to questions. If anybody has any, oh yes, I believe since we're entering the holidays, we're going to move to every 3 days, at least for the short term. So if nothing like super substantial happens over tomorrow or the next day, then we'll have a space on the third day. Because as of right now, the whole team is grinding to implement the next phases of this token, and it's the holiday season, so I think a lot of people are already innately busy. So for at least until the new year, we aren't going to be following the every other day policy. It'll be at least every 3 days. Uh, and even today we had some insane amount of stuff to update on, but we'd like to have at least 15 to 20 minutes of stuff to talk about, and then take questions for 15 minutes. So we're going to move to every 3 days. And I believe our chief technical officer will be here on the next space, so that'll be an interesting time. He's the one who's basically been creating Pan, uh, everyone's favorite female AI. So if anybody has any questions, come on, request to speak. We'll answer them to the best of our ability, and then we'll be chilling out in the Discord for the rest of the night.
Nate, if I could just say something real quick, I honestly had no idea you'd invite me to be a speaker. But again, to you, Bogart, everybody, just want to say thank you. I feel like the team has really supported the community Twitter account. I had no idea we get this many followers. We got some incredible memes. I made a little YouTube channel, put up a couple of the video memes. So you guys keep the memes coming. And again, just want to say thank you for for sponsoring the giveaways, man. We really appreciate that.
Not a problem. I'm glad that y'all DM'd me too, because it's fun to be serious, but it's also boring to be serious. You have these meme tokens such as like Floki at a $2 billion market cap, and Satyama at a $1 billion market cap, and Dogewan at $1 billion market cap. And this new token Clifford at 100 mil, and Mongoose at 100 mil. And it's not because they have anything of value or any utility, even though they're all building. Uh, Memes are just fun communities to be a part of, and we want to try our best to walk the line of being a meme token as well as providing extreme utility. I'd like to almost classify us as like a mullet, like business in the front, party in the back. So really want this meme or community Twitter to really represent how fun we can be, and embrace the meme, because if anybody's not completely aware, Reflections as a whole was originated with SafeMoon, which is a meme token, which was a meme token on the Binance Smart Chain. And if you can't imagine how SafeMoon got its name, it got its name because it's a safe moon. It's a safe token to invest in to hit the moon. A meme in itself, but the pioneer of reflections, a pioneer of if you buy into this token, you're rewarding those who have bought in before, and if you sell, then you're helping to purchase some of the tokens back. So we can all have fun, we can all be serious, and we can all enjoy ourselves in many different ways. So I'm glad that y'all hit us up, because even with this, I believe that the NFT collection has been titled the Reflection Collection. Even with that, like, that's something super fun that we're excited to help push forward, because at the end of the day, everybody will get sick profile pictures, and we'll get some money into the treasury. And don't want to release too much, but we are working on utility for the NFTs. Not going to mention any of that at all, but there will be a sort of NFT utility for the tokens or the Reflection collection. It's not just going to be the profile picture, but at the end of the day, it's always about the profile picture. It's always about, kind of representing what you support. So rocking the Reflection Collection won't mean specifically that you just support ACYC. It'll mean that you support any collection that reflects, because reflections are some of the greatest things to come out of crypto in the last couple of years. But if nobody has any questions, we can end it here. Just a quick little update space. We'll be doing, the giveaways for the ledgers over the next 10 days. So it's not too late to enter. Tag your friends, ACYC, in your name. And it's never too late to enter the Discord, because I believe that we'll have a Discord exclusive giveaway at some point in the near future. So if you're not in the Discord, then come on in. It's a fun place to be. Cool. So let's just end it here. Thanks everyone for coming. Like I said, not much in terms of groundbreaking news, but always happy to share with everybody what we're working on and what we're working towards. End of Q1 next year, $10 million in the treasury. See y'all there.